You are on Arise Niger News, your trusted info channel. Watch and get the latest news.
Let's begin what's trending. The showdown at the National Assembly involving the senator representing Kogi Central, Natasha Akpati topped the trends on Tuesday. Natasha was denied entry into the National Assembly complex in Abuja despite her vow to resume sitting after a court asked the Senate to recall her from a 6-month suspension. When she arrived at the National Assembly, she was initially stopped by security operatives at the first gate. She then alighted from her car and proceeded on foot, accompanied by supporters, including activist Aisha Yusufu. However, she was stopped again at the second gate, which was locked against her. She took the opportunity to address the press, stating, among other complaints, that some of the senators who are against her should be in jail. Let's take a look.
The fact that I've been denied entrance is a statement being made. Our narratives are being shaped, history has been formed and shaped, and policies, again, all of this work together through intentional actions like we have done today. It's on record that the National Assembly under Akpati has decided to be in contempt of the court's decisions. And it's quite ironic because they are actually lawmakers. So that puts the question, how far and how ripe is Nigeria's democracy in this day and age? And Nigerians should know that I am not facing charges of corruption, I'm not facing charges of embezzlement, I'm not facing charges of drug abuse, and neither am I facing charges of murder. And it's ironic that the people who are actually testifying as witnesses in the 2 federal government cases have cases at EFCC, have files at EFCC on record that they have actually embezzled state funds running into billions. So it's really, let me say this, it's very important that I do mention the flip of our judicial system, the flip of how institutions are being utilized to oppress people who are innocent. If this is a country that if Nigeria works, if our institutions are actually independent and strengthened, then there's no reason why some of these fellows who sit there as senators should even be in the Senate in the first place. They should actually be behind bars, and I'm saying that. And I do pray and hope that it is by my actions today and by voices of Nigerians all around, whether in the country or in diaspora, that we speak up and ensure that this injustice that is being meted against me, this persecution meted against me, will not stand.
All right. You know, there's been a lot of reactions, some against and some for Natasha Akpati's appearance at the National Assembly. And I'll take this one from Pragmatic DB. They wrote, Natasha and theatrics are Siamese twins. She knows she would not be admitted, but wants to create drama. Congratulations, Natasha, for giving social media content. But lawmaking is not about creating scenes and drama. Unfortunately, Natasha is making things worse for herself. Those advising and encouraging her to double down on these types of things, to take this line of action, are her arch enemies. She will realize this one day. Well, another ex-user wrote, in support, I love this woman for her bravery and her firm resolve to stand against injustice and oppression. If you are in the opposite side of the political spectrum, be fierce and firm in your